I'm Hanny XOXO and welcome to or back to my channel. Welcome to the vlog. Today is Tuesday, May the 12th, and I just wanted to take y'all along with me for my day and everything. I actually already filmed a bunch of clips this morning, but honestly, I was not feeling the greatest this morning, wasn't feeling too well, so I don't know, I just felt like I was complaining and being too negative, so I was like, let's just get a fresh start with it. But I did actually get a few cute clips, I feel. I don't know if I already included any in the beginning. Maybe I'll include some now if I didn't, but I did take my little doggo, my new little pup that I actually adopted at the last market that I attended. Made a whole video about that, by the way. Check it out if you haven't yet. But I took him out on his morning walk and everything, and he's always so cute when he's just prancing around and everything. Love him so much. But that walk, it just did me in, and I wasn't really feeling well afterwards. But now I'm back, I'm feeling good and everything, so wanted to hop on and, start the vlog fresh. Right now, I do have a few things that I have to get done today. Today is actually my mother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday to her, on the off chance that she watches my videos. I was actually possibly supposed to be meeting up with them today with my fiance's family and everything to celebrate her mom's birthday, but now definitely not gonna happen because last night my fiance actually injured her foot, so we are gonna be going to the doctor any second now, probably, to take her in, get her foot looked at because it could be fractured, maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to manifest that it's fractured, but she literally cannot walk at all on it, so I don't know, fingers crossed that it's not fractured, but it could be, but we'll find out at the doctor. But anyway, I do have some crochet and business updates that I wanted to share with y'all. That's why I was like, I gotta do a vlog today because I have a lot that I want to share, a lot that I've been getting up to. And honestly though, haven't been crocheting too much since my last market, mostly because, again, as I mentioned, we got our new little dog who I just love so much. He's the sweetest little guy ever, but he's just been taking up a lot of my time and I haven't been able to get a lot of crocheting done. The most recent crocheting that I got done was actually the crocheting that I did in my last video. Again, if you haven't checked that one out yet, I made this cutie little rainbow kitty right here using Parfait Plush. It was actually my first time ever using Parfait Plush, so that was super exciting, super fun. But basically my whole world right now is probably going to be making rainbow cats like this, or at least like rainbow critters and such, because in case anyone doesn't know, if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome, by the way. So happy to have you if you are new. But I have two huge Pride festivals coming up, my biggest events of the year, and of course the rainbow little cuties like this do the best at the Pride festivals. Well, I know I've said it a million times in other videos, but specifically these cats here, again, in case you are new, these are my best sellers at Pride festivals. So that's why I specifically want to make a ton of rainbow kitties. And other than this one here, I also made this rainbow kitty here in the yarn that I typically use, which this is just super cheap yarn off of Amazon. So yeah, literally since my market, these are the only two things that I've crocheted, and I definitely need to get on it because, again, those markets are gonna sneak up on me so fast. But also, I guess I should mention, part of the issue right now is that I don't know if y'all can tell, or if you already watched my Parfait Plush review video, you'll already know, but this little kitty here is quite a bit smaller than this cat here, and my whole goal with getting Parfait Plush was to use it to make little kitties like this, but I need them to be a good size, like at least this size, because I was charging $10 for these last year at my markets. Every single one of them sold out, so I'm wanting to upcharge them to about like $13 to $15 this time around. So I definitely want them to be big enough to be worth that like $15 possibly price tag, and I just feel like this one's too small right here. So I actually ordered some basic chenille brights because that's what I usually make my other non-rainbow loaf cats out of, and I have one right here to show y'all. This is like just a little ragdoll one, and as y'all can probably tell, They are like the exact same size. If anything, I actually feel like the basic chenille brights might make it even a little bit chunkier, which is awesome since, again, I'm wanting to put a little bit of a bigger price tag on these guys. So I'm just waiting for my order of the basic chenille brights in all the different rainbow colors to come in, because currently don't have that in my yarn stash. Specifically, don't have any kind of purple in the basic chenille brights. So I really hope that that order gets here soon. I did get a message from Premier this morning that my order had been shipped, which is super, super awesome. So once that yarn, let me wait for this like helicopter to go over. Sorry y'all, we live right by an airport, so there's always helicopters, airplanes, everything flying over. But it's beautiful out on my porch. I love it out here. Okay, hopefully that airplane is far away enough that it won't cause any distractions or annoyances. But yes, basically, I'm just wanting to kick it into gear with the cats, but I gotta wait for my basic chenille brights order to get here. And of course, I'll unbox that with all of y'all, because I got pretty much just like a bunch of pride themed colors and stuff to make a bunch of like pride animals. And yeah, that is my whole gig right now, is making rainbow little critters. I also, for the first time ever, painted my own rainbow eyes. Both of these cats here, maybe I should have brought one out with the unpainted eyes so that y'all could see what they used to look like. But both of these here have the eyes that I painted, and no way am I claiming to be great at this at all. Again, this was my first time ever doing rainbow eyes. I don't even really paint my own safety eyes too much. Well, I just started getting into painting my own safety eyes, I should say. So definitely like super a noob at this, but I think they turned out super cute. If y'all can't see them well on here, I actually brought out all of the eyes that I painted. I painted 8 sets of eyes, I believe, in the rainbow colors, since I know, again, I'm gonna be needing to make a lot of cats. I'm gonna need even more than 8 sets of eyes, but that's what I did for now, especially since I was just like starting out. I was like, what if I really mess up? I don't want to ruin like a whole like hundreds of safety eyes or something. So let me just show you all these ones that I have on the table right now. So here are the different safety eyes here. I tried to put them like all next to each other because I did when I painted them, like I tried to have them match up to each other. I'll kind of show you what I mean by that, but honestly some of them are not perfect, and you'll see what I mean by that as well. But we can start with these 2 here. Oh, are these, oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, all my safety eyes just went flying. So now I just had them all nicely matched up, and they might not be anymore, but we again are gonna improvise, work through it. We can do this, y'all. So here are the first 2. Hopefully they match up. I feel like they do not. This is already starting out bad. Oh gosh, I was really trying to be organized this time, y'all. They're getting all wet too. It's honestly raining outside, but again, gotta improvise, gotta do what you gotta do. So we're just gonna try to make it happen. Okay, ignore how gross and dry and crusty my fingers are. But do we kind of see what I mean when I said I tried to like match up the eyes a bit? Again, not perfect, not claiming to be any sort of artiste, expert, anything like that, but y'all can kind of see what I'm going for, how all the colors like sort of match up going around the eye. I also maybe should have brought a studio light outside. I was just trying to bring as little outside as possible. It's already been too much of a fiasco just having the safety eyes and the cats outside in this rain, but y'all can kind of see what I mean, hopefully. Sorry again that this just is not the best angle lighting, anything like that. But hopefully y'all are able to tell what I mean with like the purples there matching up, and then like the reds, the orange, the blue. Oh, there goes my little pupper under the table. The green, the yellow. Y'all kind of see what I mean? And then like once it's all together too in the plushie, I feel like then you really can't tell like if the colors are kind of off, like if I didn't do it perfect, because you really only kind of look at one eye at a time. I mean, you can look at it straight on, but even then you can't see the rainbow too well because they're so sunken in. But when it's up close, you can like see it and it looks so cutie. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Sorry that I didn't show you guys all of the different safety eyes together. Again, like some of them were just, you know, they got all scattered and stuff, so they're not matching up right now. I don't know, they're also getting all wet too. I don't know, is that bad? Should I not have my painted safety eyes out in the rain right now? I don't know, maybe I'm kind of crazy. But anyway, other than the Pride Market prep that I'm working on, I also have actually like 2 other sort of projects that I'm wanting to work on. Well, one of them is like definitely kind of a personal project that I'm just wanting to do, and not personal for me, but for my little new pupper, because I really want to make him a cute little blanket. That's actually what I did when I got my cats, like literally 10 years ago. When I got my cats back in the day, I crocheted them both cutie little blankets, and I'm pretty sure that I made their blankets out of, I believe it was called Parfait Layers by Premier. Shout out if any of y'all remember Parfait Layers from literally like a decade ago, because I don't think that they sell it anymore, but it's just like a color changing yarn. And I made 2 blankets for both of the cats. So for one of them, I used a color changing one that went from like blue to like a like confetti with like blue and yellow and red and a bunch of colors like that. And then the other one was color changing with like pink and gray. And then it also had like the confetti like with pink and gray dots on the white yarn. I'll try to just find pictures to show y'all instead of explaining it, but I wish so much that they still had that Parfait Layers yarn, because I just remember I loved making those blankets with that yarn, and I felt like the blankets turned out super cutie and everything. But of course I can just find a color changing yarn like that somewhere else that's nice quality, I'm sure. Maybe Premier even has something now, even though they don't have Parfait Layers anymore. I know, don't they have like Parfait Fruits or something like that? I think that one might be like the new version of the Parfait Layers from back in the day. I'm not for sure, I don't know, but that is a project that I am really wanting to work on, because my baby needs a little crochet blanket for sure. And then the second project that I'm not even necessarily wanting to work on, but that I actually got a custom order for a little Winnie the Pooh. One of my fiance's coworkers asked her if I would be able to make a Winnie the Pooh, and I was like, I'm sure I can. There's probably a bunch of different patterns, and oh my gosh, when I say there's probably a bunch of different patterns, the amount of patterns that I found on Etsy, y'all, it was honestly overwhelming. I did not think that there would be that many Winnie the Pooh patterns, but I think that it's because, isn't it something with Winnie the Pooh, like he's so old now that like Disney can't even like really claim him anymore? So I think that's why that's different from like Pokemon, because I know Pokemon is super strict with their IP. Like they won't even let you post a crochet Pokemon on Instagram, like even if you're not trying to sell it. Like I'm pretty sure they're that strict about it. I think like Sanrio is like that too, but something about Winnie the Pooh, I'm pretty sure they like can't be claiming him like that. So maybe that's why there's literally 1,000,001 patterns on Etsy. But yeah, it was pretty overwhelming. So I just had my fiance pick out the pattern that she thought that her coworker would like the most. So I gotta get on crocheting that soon as well. And those are, yeah, pretty much my plans. Gotta make a bunch of rainbow things, gotta make my boy a cutie little blanket, and gotta make that Winnie the Pooh for the custom order. But right now again, we have to leave for the doctor really soon, so I think I just want to get a little bit of cleaning done in the house before we have to leave, because literally it looks like a bomb went off in our kitchen. It looks like a complete disaster because I have not been cleaning it. So I really want to try to at least clean the kitchen before we leave. And then I also want to pack some sort of crochet bag to bring with us to the doctor. Not sure how realistic that is, how much crocheting I could actually get done there, but again, I just have so much to do. I'm honestly really overwhelmed with everything. So even if I have 5 minutes that I can like crochet 1 row of like a rainbow cat or something, that is better than nothing. So those are the things I have to do. So let's go clean the kitchen and pack up this crochet bag. slight change of plans. I didn't really have too much time to clean my kitchen. My phone was also dying, so I just had to plug it in and wasn't really able to film any of that. But I pretty much just ended up making myself like a little bit of breakfast before we had to leave, because we did still end up at the doctor's. But I ended up not bringing any crochet with me because someone had to join us at the doctor's. Of course, we tried to leave him alone. We haven't left him alone at all yet. Again, we just got him like 2 weeks ago at our market, and so he hasn't been left on his own. We were gonna try to test it out today. We put him in his playpen and he was okay, and as soon as we walked out the door, closed the door, he was just barking, and we had a camera set up, of course, that we could like keep an eye on him. We didn't just want to like leave him in the playpen without any eyes on him or anything. But it was just so sad. Like, my fiance and I were just watching him just barking. We've never heard him bark like that before, so my fiance was like, you need to just go back and grab him, and we got to take him with us. And so my fiance was like, I'll just hobble up to the doctor's and you wait with him in the car. Feel so bad that my fiance had to literally hobble up to the doctor's, but again, that's just what you got to do when you have a child. So now we're just chilling, vibing in the car, waiting for my fiance to get done. She just texted me and said they are going to send her for x-rays, which, I mean, I already knew that would happen. That's what they do when they think you have a fracture, which I definitely think she might have a fracture. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if they do x-rays here or not though. That's literally the last text I sent her, is I was like, they don't do those here, do they? And she hasn't responded yet. I mean, I'm sure she's busy in there. I don't expect her to respond to all my texts while she's in the doctor, but we're just gonna chill, wait out here for her. My little guy here, he couldn't let us leave him. He was like, you guys gotta take me with you. Oh, my baby, what? He's just a Swedish boy. How can we leave this guy? We made it to the x-ray place. Thankfully, they were able to take her not only like same day, but literally in a matter of minutes. We were able to make an appointment at 12:40 for 12:50. So literally like only took 10 minutes, and that 10 minutes it took us to drive here. So perfect that it all worked out and everything. Plus it's literally like on the same street as where her doctor's at, so not too bad or anything like that. Still got my boy keeping me company, you know, so happy that I just decided to leave the crochet bag at home as well, because he's definitely just like requiring all of my attention. He's been super clingy, honestly, like all day today. He's been like not letting me out of his sight at all, so it's super sweet, but it is also a lot. But definitely when I get home, that just means I'll really have to work on making some rainbow kitties. Maybe I should actually get on working on the Winnie the Pooh though, since that is like a custom order, and even though I don't really know when she wants it or anything, but I'll figure out the details about that later. No matter what, I also just feel like it'd be good to make a Winnie the Pooh, what, baby boy? Because my mom also loves Winnie the Pooh, and I feel like that would be like cute for her to give to her, either as like a late Mother's Day gift, or even like as a birthday gift, like just hold it until her birthday. Who knows? But basically, yeah, we're just at the x-ray place right now. I'm just waiting on my fiance. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we'll see. We just got back from x-rays, the doctor, and everything like that not too long ago, and I took this little guy here on a walk. He went poop for me, such a good boy, love him so much. But I did also get the dishes done in the kitchen, and I did like a light clean of the kitchen, so it looks like not like a disaster in there anymore. And now I think I might eat something. Actually, I should probably eat something. We did get Taco Bell, and I've just been letting it sit on the table for the past hour because I haven't been that hungry. But do you hear something, bud? Now he hears something. Oh, he hopped down. I didn't even know he could jump that far. Who knows what he sees? Probably his own reflection. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna go eat my Taco Bell that I've had sitting on the table for the past hour, and then I definitely need to get some sort of crocheting done again. I think I should probably start on that Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if I could get it done today. It is like a little after 3 o'clock now, but at least I could start that with y'all, and that could be a fun time. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go in, eat my Taco Bell. It sounds like there's like a baby coyote barking out here too, which not really a fan of that. I gotta get my little guy in for sure, and then hopefully we can work on some fun crochet. It's the next day. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hopefully I can get this video up for y'all today, but we'll see. But last night just got a little too busy, crazy, too much, so I wasn't able to get any more filming done, and now it's like 9 a.m. this morning, so I was like, I might as well hop on now. I've already gotten quite a bit done with my morning. I'm not crochet or business related, but more so pet care related. I took my boy out on a walk, and it was super rainy and muddy out, but you know what am I gonna do? When my boy needs to poop, he needs to poop, so I gotta take him out. But of course he got like super covered in mud and everything, and so I actually had to give him a bath. It was my first time ever giving him a bath since I got him, and he did such a good job. He honestly loved it. I feel like he really enjoyed the bath, which is so awesome. Oh, also speaking of pet care, other than my little guy, my little cutie, my little senior cutie, my other pets, of course, I feel like I always used to give y'all so many updates on them, but my cutie guinea pigs, who of course I still have. I love my daughters so much. Holly, Rodney, and Kelly, love them so much. I just haven't been able to give y'all any updates because literally anytime I give them like any attention at all, try to film around them, anything, little senior cutie is not having it. He'll just bark and bark and bark. Honestly, it's been causing me a little bit of stress ever since we got him, but nothing that I can't deal with. If y'all have both like a small dog and guinea pigs, if y'all have any like tips or advice, because I honestly just like don't know what the right thing to do is, because like obviously I don't want him to get the guinea pigs. I have the guinea pigs, in case y'all are new here and you're like, girl, what are you talking about? I do have my guinea pigs like way up high. Their cage is like super elevated. I built the entire thing myself, their entire cage, entire enclosure, the base of it, all of it I built myself, and I did build it up high. I'm almost thinking like, do I need to build it up even a little bit higher? I don't know, because he doesn't act like he wants to like get them, like attack them. It's almost like he either one, gets jealous of them when I give them attention, or two, like he thinks that they might hurt me, so that's why he starts barking at them. Or the third option could be he just wants to play with them. Like maybe he wants to play with them and he doesn't understand that like, sorry buddy, you're a little too big, you can't play with them because you might accidentally hurt them. I don't really know, because everything that I've looked up says that you should keep your guinea pigs in a separate room from where your dog is, and we could potentially try to make that work. But y'all, I've actually never given y'all like a house tour either, so I'm just going on a whole tangent right now. Y'all can like skip ahead. I'll have timestamps down below if y'all don't care about this, but I don't know. Anyway, I haven't given y'all like any sort of house tour yet. I am still, it's so crazy because I've been editing these clips for months now, and when they come out, it's not going to be anything amazing or fantastic, but I really have been trying to put together all of like the home renovations that we did. Also, if you're new here, we did move into this house at the very end of last year, end of 2025. And so, oh my gosh, that bird scared me. So we were having to do a bunch of like cleaning and renovations. Well, plus when we moved in here, it was like a complete mess. It was a complete disaster. It was terrible. It was horrible. I did post a video talking more about that. Y'all can check that out if you want to. But anyway, yeah, I am still planning to post those videos on me and my fiance's, our couple's channel eventually, hopefully. So y'all can kind of get a house tour then as well. But just to like, basically just a TLDR about how my house layout is, there's only like one room with a closing door, and that room has no AC going into it. So that's why I'm worried about if we did move our guinea pigs into that room, because right now where we have the guinea pigs at, the AC is pretty much like blowing directly on them. Like it can blow directly on them if they need it. And I don't know, it just heats up in that little tiny room, because since there's no AC, there's a ceiling fan that doesn't work. Maybe one day we can fix that. But again, we've already put a ton of time and money into this house that it's hard to want to put any more into it. But anyway, I don't know. That's just my random struggle, random, you know, rant to y'all about the stress that I'm dealing with about my dog not leaving my guinea pigs alone. I feel like Again, we have only had him for 2 weeks, so maybe if I just keep training him, what I've been doing is anytime he barks at the guinea pigs, I'll tell him, like, leave him, leave him, leave him. That's the command I'm trying to teach to him, is leave him, leave him. And I also, like, it's hard too because I just know with the Yorkies, I don't know, I've been doing so much research, y'all, ever since we got this dog. That's how I get, like, when, I don't know, my fiance and I do this sometimes, and I know it's bad, but like, that's just how we got our guinea pigs as well, and I don't recommend it. Definitely, if you want guinea pigs, do a ton of research beforehand, because they seem like little tiny cutie little starter pets, but they are not at all. They really do. I spend like 2 to 3 hours every single day, like cleaning out their cage and everything. They are a lot of work, but they are so worth it because they're the cutest of cutie pies ever. I love my little potatoes. But anyway, we did go into getting the guinea pigs kind of blind, and then I had to do a ton of research, and then of course, like, they have this huge, like, big mansion that's so awesome now. But anyway, that's kind of what happened with our little guy as well. I've never had a dog before, let alone a Yorkie, so when we got him, I had to do a ton of research, and that's when I found out that when you're training them, you shouldn't use like any kind of like negativity or like loud noises or anything. So if he's doing something bad, they say like, don't, you know, like yell at him or shout at him or like shake anything crazy, because like it can really scare him. And obviously my number one goal with him is I want to keep his trust. So that's why I've just been doing like the leave him. And then if he sits like in front of the guinea pigs and doesn't bark, I'll give him a treat or something, like to show him like, oh, like good, like let's do that. And then sometimes I'll tell him leave him, and he just barks and doesn't stop. And then I'll like put him in his little playpen for like 2 minutes, you know, a little timeout, like how you would do, you know, with a kid, how you put them on timeout for the number of minutes that's like matched up to their age. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it with dogs too, but I'm like, well, since he's 2 years old, I'll put him on a 2-minute timeout. And I really felt like that was getting through to him. And honestly, I've just been kind of slacking on his little training and everything for the past couple of days. So maybe if I just start up on that again, it'll help him. I don't know. But anyway, besides that, back to last night, I did end up crocheting something. I didn't end up working on the Winnie the Pooh because I ended up only having one skein left of the Lemon Premier Basic Chenille Bright, which I believe is the color that I do want to use on the Winnie the Pooh. And in the pattern, it says that you need like at least a skein and a half, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to size up the hook size compared to the hook size that it was telling me to use in the pattern. It said only to use a 3.75 millimeter hook, and I was like, maybe with a different yarn, but since I am planning to use Basic Chenille Brights and I put in the yarn order before I like bought the pattern and looked into it, maybe I shouldn't have done that because I just could have made it with Parfait Chunky or something like that. But anyway, I already put in the yarn order for a lot of skeins of the lemon, of the Basic Chenille Bright, and so I'm already kind of committed to making it with that yarn and that color and everything, and so gotta wait for that to arrive so that I can make the Winnie the Pooh, just because I want, of course, like the dye lots to match up, just in case that one skein of lemon that I have now doesn't match up with the other skeins of lemon. Y'all know what I mean if you're used to like, you know, crocheting, fiber arts, anything, using different yarns, all that good stuff. You want your colors to match up. So I'm going to be waiting for that yarn shipment to come in. And then the lemon that I currently have, I can just use that on my rainbow cats since they barely take any yellow at all. And actually, speaking of my rainbow cats, why don't I show you all what I made last night? I actually made this little rainbow kitty here. Again, since I wasn't ready to start working on the Winnie the Pooh yet, I was like, I might as well at least get something done, and I need like at least 30, I'm thinking, of these rainbow cats for my market, and so I was like, I might as well make another one of those. Again, just using that like cheap Amazon yarn that I've been using on my rainbow cats for the past year, because I still have like quite a bit of that yarn left and I do want to use it up, even though I am waiting for the Basic Chenille Bright since I do want to upgrade the yarn and all that good stuff. But this is what I made last night. I don't know, it's like nothing super special, I guess, especially since I've been making a bunch of rainbow cats, but just a rainbow kitty, again, with those like eyes that I've been painting as well. And also, I think that I like completely forgot to mention at the beginning, but This is the Annie Caraway mini loaf kitten pattern. Love it so much. Highly recommend it. That's what I use to make all of my loaf cats, rainbow or not. So highly recommend her pattern. I'm actually thinking of using her. She has a free YouTube tutorial as well for like the bigger version of the loaf cat, and I'm actually thinking of making some of those as well for my Pride Festival, because I feel like I could put a pretty good price on those, and I think that people would love those too, like since they are a lot bigger. But I just know that these mini ones sell like hotcakes, so that's why I for sure want to have a ton of these in stock. But that's pretty much all I worked on last night, other than can I just be proud of myself for a second, because y'all, I pulled together such a bomb dinner last night, if I may say so myself. I know this is so random, but it was actually so good. I made such a good dinner last night out of just the random stuff that we had in our kitchen. I made like a broccoli cheddar pasta, and oh my gosh, it was so good, y'all. My fiance and I both literally like scraped it down, ate every last bit of it. It was so good. So anyway, I don't know, that just honestly made my night too, because I was just proud of myself, because I don't know, I always feel proud of myself when I can pull together a dinner using like just random ingredients in the kitchen. But anyway, this is again all I crocheted yesterday. I feel like I'm probably not gonna have as much time to crochet. I'm acting like I ever have time to crochet. I really never do. But my fiance, we still don't have the results back actually from her x-ray, so that's kind of strange. We need to get her results back, but she has to be off of her foot for the next 3 days, so I'm definitely gonna just like be having to do a lot more around the house and stuff, and probably less crocheting and stuff for now. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully she gets her x-ray results back soon. I just feel so bad for her. She's in so much pain, so I just want to be able to help her as much as I can right now. And if that means putting the business to the side, then that's what that means. But anyway, I will just sit here and keep running my mouth all day long. I really do think that this is all I have for y'all for today's, well, yesterday's and this morning's vlog. I hope that y'all did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. I would really appreciate it. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do want to see more of my face and my cutie little plushies on your feed. And if you want to see us on all your feeds, make sure to follow me on all your favorite platforms. I'll have them all linked down below. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you've been crocheting, what you've been working on, or if you're more of a shy girly, like I can tend to be, you don't like to leave word comments, but maybe you still want to support me and my channel a little bit, just leave an emoji down below. Maybe leave like some sort of rain or rain cloud emoji, because it really just has been raining these past 2 days. But anyway, I hope that y'all enjoyed hanging out with me today, because I had such a blast hanging out with all of y'all. And as always, have a magical rest of your day. Bye-bye. Of course, a bird is making a crazy noise. Don't know if y'all can hear that at all. What is happening, birds? Is it in that tree? It sounds so close. I don't know. Anyway.